If you're PCSing to Naval Station Norfolk, NAS Oceana, or Little Creek this year, you're likely to have seen a number on your VA loan estimate that stopped you cold: the VA funding fee. Here is the truth. Some of you qualify to pay zero. There is a new 2026 tax update that puts money back in your pocket. And I'm going to show you exactly how to get to the closing table in Virginia Beach and Hampton Roads with almost nothing out of pocket. Don't leave thousands of dollars on the table. Let's look at the full picture. Real estate isn't just about the photos you see online. It's about trust, transparency, and seeing the full picture. Welcome back, everyone. I'm Megan Luker. With 30 years as a Navy wife and over 35 years of real estate experience buying and selling homes for military members, I've seen every relocation challenge there is. I specialize in the Virginia Beach and Hampton Roads area, and my job is simple. I show up with the right strategy and tell you the truths other agents might miss to make your PCS move seamless. If you're a veteran, active duty service member, or surviving spouse using your VA loan benefit, whether you're PCSing to Naval Station Norfolk, NAS Oceana, Little Creek, or anywhere in Virginia Beach and Hampton Roads, this video is specifically for you. Let's get into it. What is the VA funding fee? Before we get into strategy, let's make sure we're on the same page about what this fee actually is, because I see confusion about this constantly. The VA funding fee is a one-time government charge on most VA-backed home loans. It has nothing to do with your lender's profit. It doesn't pad anyone's commission. It goes directly back to the VA to keep this program funded and available for the next generation of veterans coming behind you. To really understand why this fee exists, we have to look at the bigger picture. The VA loan is engineered to be unlike any other mortgage product on the market. You can buy with zero down. There is no monthly mortgage insurance ever. Rates are typically lower than conventional financing, and the qualifying guidelines are more flexible. That combination doesn't exist anywhere else. The trade-off is this one-time fee, and in most cases, you don't even have to bring it to the table. It can be rolled directly into your loan amount at closing. So let's look at what it actually costs, because that number changes depending on where you are in your military home buying journey. Let's break down the percentages. The fee amount is tied to three things: whether this is your first time using the benefit, how much you're putting down, and what type of VA loan you're getting. For a first-time use with a 5% down payment, it drops to 1.5%, and then if you put 10% down, it drops to 1.25%. In real dollars for Virginia Beach and Hampton Roads, on a $400,000 purchase with zero down, you're looking at $8,600. That gets rolled into the loan for most buyers, so your monthly payment reflects it, but you're not writing a check at closing. Now, what happens when you use your VA loan a second time? This is where I see veterans get caught off guard. Second or later use with a zero down bumps the fee to 3.3%. That's a real jump. But here's what changes the math. Put 5% down on the next purchase, and the fee falls back to the 1.5%, same as the first-time buyer. Put 10% down, and it's 1.25%. The VA isn't penalizing you for using the benefit again. It's rewarding you for putting skin in the game. Your VA benefit doesn't expire, doesn't get used up. As long as you have entitlement available and you qualify, you can use it again and again. Here's one more scenario worth knowing. If you're doing a VA streamline refinance, the IRRRL, the funding fee drops all the way down to 0.5%, a much lighter lift. And if you're a dual military couple, both of you carrying a VA eligibility, it's worth sitting down with your lender to map out whose benefit makes more financial sense to use on each transaction. That's a strategic conversation, not a formality. Okay, so this is where it gets really good. If you qualify for this, the fee disappears entirely. I want to make sure every veteran watching this knows what I'm about to say because it gets missed more than it should. There's a group of people who pay zero VA funding fee, not reduced, zero. You are fully exempt if you are currently receiving VA disability compensation for any service-connected condition, and that includes any rating at 10% or higher. You're also exempt if you've been found eligible for disability compensation but are receiving military retirement pay instead. Purple Heart recipients are also exempt, and surviving spouses of veterans who died in service or as a result of a service-connected disability, you are exempt too. On a $400,000 purchase with zero down, that exemption puts $8,600 back in your pocket. Not deferred, not financed, it simply doesn't exist as a cost. The piece that gets people is your lender needs to see your current certificate of eligibility confirming that exempt status before closing. If your COE doesn't reflect it, you could end up paying a fee you were never supposed to owe. Get that documentation in front of your lender early. Okay, here we go. This is what you've been waiting for, the 2026 tax deduction update. Here's what changed and why I'm getting more questions about this right now than almost anything else. The IRS and VA guidance for 2026 has changed. Borrowers will once again be able to deduct the VA funding fee on their federal taxes, subject to income limits and IRS guidelines. Here's the background. Congress has historically treated mortgage insurance premiums, including the VA funding fee, as deductible qualified residence interest. That deduction lapsed for several years. According to the most recent VA and IRS guidance, it is reinstated for 2026. Yay! This applies whether you're paying the funding fee in cash at closing or rolling it into the loan, so both are eligible. I'm not your CPA and your tax situation is specific to you. Always run this by a tax professional. But for veterans buying or refinancing in Virginia Beach and Hampton Roads this year, this is a real and timely benefit worth knowing about. So here we are, VA loan hacks, what most veterans never use. All right, this is the section I really wanted you to pay attention to because these are the moves that can bring your out-of-pocket costs down to almost nothing. Here's hack number one. Ask the seller to pay your closing costs. Here's something a lot of veterans don't know, and it's especially powerful right now in Virginia Beach and Hampton Roads. On a VA loan, a seller can cover all of your standard closing costs with no cap. Title, appraisal, origination, recording fees, the seller can pay all of it. And on top of that, the VA allows sellers to offer up to 4% of the home's value in seller's concessions, which can be used to cover your funding fee, prepaid taxes, homeowner's insurance, or even pay off high interest debt at closing that's holding you back from your qualification. On a $400,000 home in Virginia Beach, that's up to $16,000 in concessions on top of all of your closing costs. That is a powerful combination. The key is structuring this into your offer from the start, before you're under contract. That's where leverage lives. And that is exactly where having the right agent at the table makes all the difference. Hack number two, use concessions to pay off debt and qualify. Here's where most people completely miss this. If you have a credit card balance, a car loan, or a collection that's bumping up your debt to income ratio and making it harder to qualify, the seller can use this concession budget to pay those debts off at closing. Practically speaking, that could be the difference between getting approved or not, and between qualifying for the home you actually want versus settling for less. The 4% cap is based on the home's appraised value, not the loan amount. So on a $450,000 home, that's up to $18,000 in concession room. Hack number three, the disability income gross up. If you're receiving a VA disability compensation, this one can significantly change what you qualify for, and not enough veterans know it exists. VA disability income is tax-free. Because it's tax-free, lenders are allowed to gross it up by roughly 25% when calculating your qualifying income. This means that $2,000 a month in disability compensation gets treated like $2,500 of taxable income on your loan application. In a market like Virginia Beach and Hampton Roads, where home prices are real, that increased qualifying power matters. Pair it with the funding fee exemption we've just covered, and a veteran with a service-connected disability is in a genuinely strong buying position. Okay, so now we're at hack number 4. No prepayment penalty ever. Quick one, but worth saying. VA loans have 0 prepayment penalties. You can make extra principal payments, pay the loan off early, or sell whenever you want, and you will never be charged for it. Some conventional and other loan products have prepayment penalties built in. Not the VA loan, never. That's real flexibility, especially for military families who move every 2 to 3 years. Here's hack number 5. You can buy again after bankruptcy or foreclosure faster. Life happens. I've worked with veterans for over 35 years and I've seen it all. Here's what most people don't know. VA loans have some of the shortest waiting periods after financial hardship. Many veterans can qualify for a new VA loan just 2 years after a Chapter 7 bankruptcy, a short sale, or a foreclosure. That wait can be significantly longer with conventional or FHA financing. The VA loan is designed with real life in mind. Okay, and hack number 6. Your entitlement can be restored or used again without selling. This is the one that surprises people the most. In many cases, the VA loan entitlement can be restored after you've paid off a prior VA loan. And in some situations, you don't even have to sell the first home. This is how some veterans are using their VA loan to build a portfolio, converting an earlier VA financed home into a rental when they PCS, while using a new VA loan for the next purchase. It requires careful planning and the right lender, but the possibility is real, and it's one of the most underused strategies in military real estate. Okay, so is it worth it? Here's my honest take. After 35 years of doing this, here's how I frame it for my clients. A conventional buyer putting less than 20% down is paying PMI every single month, often $250 to $400, until they hit enough equity to drop it. That's not a one-time cost. That's a reoccurring line item that adds up to thousands over the life of the loan. The VA funding fee is a one-time charge that you can roll into your loan, potentially deduct on your 2026 federal taxes, and if you hold the home long enough, never really feel. The math almost always favors the VA loan for military families in Virginia Beach and Hampton Roads. But I'll say this clearly, the VA loan is not automatically the right answer for every single buyer in every single scenario. Your credit profile, your timeline, how long you plan to stay, whether you have a disability rating, all of it factors in. My job is to sit down with you, look at the full picture, and tell you what exactly makes sense for your situation. Not a generic answer, your answer. So if you're heading to Virginia Beach and Hampton Roads, whether you're PCSing to Naval Station Norfolk, NAS Oceana, Little Creek, Dam Neck, or anywhere else in the region, and if you want someone in your corner who knows VA financing inside and out and has been doing this work for over 35 years, look below for the link and book a quick call with me. I'll walk you through your numbers before you even talk to a lender. And if you always have wanted to live by the ocean, watch my video about buying in the north end of Virginia Beach using the VA jumbo loan. A lot of veterans don't realize the VA loan goes well above the standard conforming limit. And the north end is exactly where that comes into play. I'll link it right here. So subscribe and hit the bell if you want more content like this. We go deep on VA loans, BAH by rank, neighborhood breakdowns by base, and everything military families need to know before they move to Virginia Beach and Hampton Roads. If you want to make your next PCS move truly seamless, click the link in my description to download my free Hampton Roads relocation guide. Welcome home. This is real life Virginia Beach.